Hello everyone, it's Doretha again. Today I am making a maple bacon pound cake. We're going to start out. I have about 10 slices of bacon that I've cut up and put in a bowl. We'll have 6 eggs that are all room temperature, 3 cups of sugar. I'll use 2 tablespoons of maple extract and 1 tablespoon of vanilla. We'll use 3 cups of flour, a teaspoon of baking powder, and a half teaspoon of salt. 1 cup of buttermilk, 2 sticks of unsalted butter, and a half stick of butter Crisco. All my ingredients are room temperature. So let's get started. We're going to start by combining our butter and our shortening together. And then we'll add the sugar and we'll do that for 10 minutes. And while I have this creaming, I will add in my extracts to get those going. Now, I had some requests for this, so that's why I'm doing this today. And I love bacon. I love maple syrup. So, I thought it would be good to try it. But if you want to see a recipe or you want to try something, just leave a comment and let me know. Okay, we're going to let this beat for a bit. Then we're going to add in the sugar. I'm going to add in, this is my maple extract, 2 tablespoons. Okay, here's 1 teaspoon of vanilla. I'm making a mess, y'all, so bear with me. And that's 2. Okay, we go add in our sugar and let that beat for about 10 minutes. Set my timer. And also I have my oven set on 325 degrees. Okay, just always make sure you scrape down your bowl to make sure everything is getting combined evenly. Okay, so now we're going to add our eggs in one at a time. And as I said before, always in between mixing, make sure that you scrape down your bowls. Okay, we're adding in our eggs one at a time. This does not take long. And when you're pouring your eggs, if you get more in at one time than one, just let it mix just a little longer. Okay, now we go add in our wet and dry ingredients. You always start with dry and you end with dry. You see I'm making a mess, don't you? Okay, now we're adding the last of our dry ingredients. Okay. Okay, now that we got our batter made up, I am going to put most of the batter in the pan. I'm trying not to make too big a mess. It smells so good with that maple extract and that buttermilk. It just smells delicious. Now what I plan on doing is taking this brown sugar and cinnamon mixture and making a ribbon around it. And now I'm going to add my bacon. And now I'm going to drizzle just a little bit of syrup over top of the mixture. You don't want a whole lot, just a little. But you can use any kind of syrup that you choose to use. Okay. This is how it looks. So now add the rest of the cake batter over top. And when you're putting it in, you want to try not to get any of the brown sugar close to the center tube because it will stick. And once we get it all in here, we go bake it at 325 degrees for about an hour and 15 minutes. It just depends on your oven, how long it takes. Okay, we're going to spread it all around. Now, please send me some comments. Just let me know what you like, what you don't like. Trying to get some of these air bubbles out. Okay, see, we have it all covered. Now we'll put it in the oven for an hour and 15 minutes at 325. Okay, it took an hour and 10 minutes for my cake to bake. I just took it out the oven, so I'm going to let it cool for about 10 minutes. Okay, so while my cake is cooling, I'm going to make a little glaze for it. What I'm going to do is probably use about 1 tablespoon of softened butter. And probably about 2 cups of powdered sugar. I am going to add just a little bit of my maple extract. And just a little bit of milk. You start with a little at a time because you don't want to make it too thin, because if you make it too thin, you'll end up having to add more powdered sugar. And as I've learned the hard way, it's easier to mix when it's a little thick. But if it's too thick, it's sort of hard. If it's too thin, it's sort of hard. Either way, this is too thick, so I'll make it, add just a little bit more milk. Okay, there we go. And now we'll just let it sit and wait until the cake cools. Okay, now it's time to take it out of the pan. Oh, wow. As you can see, it did stick. You can see where the syrup and the bacon came all the way down. So, I'm about to do is put my cake back together. Now, what I am going to do is put some syrup on it while it's nice and hot. Because I want it to soak into the cake. You can use any kind of syrup that you choose to use. So, make sure I spread it on good. Spread some all around. Okay, and now we're gonna let it cool. Okay, now let's finish off my cake. It's still a bit warm, but I'm going to glaze it and probably cut it tomorrow. So here it is. I got my bacon. I am going to put bacon. Put some bacon all around the top. You can fix your cake any way you choose to. But I'm going to put bacon all over the top. I don't see any on that spot. So now I'm going to put some glaze on here. I made it sort of thick so it'll cling to it. I like having a little glaze going down the center. Okay, so here it is. I'm gonna sprinkle just a little more bacon. Some bacon on top. And also, what I'm going to do is just put a little syrup on the top. I don't want a whole lot on it. Just a little. Well, I had a little more bacon. I may as well use it. This is my maple bacon pound cake. Doesn't it look delicious? Now, if you'd like to see more recipes, please leave me some comments. I will reply back to you.